Okay, folks, so I'm going to review Deuce's Nightmare EP that came out early last year. Now, I wanted to review this just because I like the Deuce albums, both of which I did, and I wanted to add more to that catalog. There's been more by the guy that I wanted to do, but I actually learned a few things about him from another YouTuber and Jackal Goldkick, and what he had basically said was the some of the folks that were hanging with Deuce, like Truth and Gadget and Belay. I mean, they kind of actually had some collective stuff that they were doing. So I didn't realize that when I reviewed Nine Lives. I thought that they were just random rappers, but they did seem to have more importance. So I wanted to kind of look through each of these fellows' careers and kind of get back into the landscape of doing it. Because I originally thought, Deuce just put out, he was on Hollywood Hood on Dead, Swan Songs, and then the the compilation album that they did in 2009, which I forget what that was called, but that was like the last time he was there. And then he put out Invincible, and then he put out Nine Lives, and then he put out Invincible 5 years later. So I kind of felt like, obviously there's more to Deuce, and I wanted to not write him off as quickly, just thinking he only has done like two things. So there's more to him. He's actually gotten on several hooks. He's pretty good at doing the hooks. He shows up on those often. I'm thinking about listening to some music he did with like Ronnie Radke and Belay and Gadget and some of these fellows, just to get back into the extra swing of things. But so this Nightmare EP was leftover sessions from the Invincible days, which I don't know if that means like 2014, 2013. I mean, that's a big span of stuff that he probably did. I think it made sense to actually release some more music after taking that much time off. So, I mean, the Nightmare song is good. That's the single. I think there was a video released for it, and that's probably the best song on this project. It has one of the better riffs, and I think most folks will like this song. Another song that stood out was Miracle. Famous has Gadget on there. You can kind of hear the drums in that song, except at Gadget's part more than you can hear the guitar going. So it is a rock based project for the most part. Do You Think About Me kind of has like a post grunge feel, and then Bleed has another real good riff on there. So I guess I'll talk about some of the way I felt about these. And uh, so out of the six songs, I enjoyed four of them, and I could see myself kind of hanging out in the backyard just during summertime listening to some of these, that sort of stuff. Nightmare, Bleed, and Miracle are like the heavier songs on the project. Those are kind of the more seeming to be just chillax, or kind of even be lively, whichever way you want to look at it, they work. And Do You Think About Me? That's really the only post grunge type song on there. I kind of thought that Miracle was going to be like that, but Do You Think About Me was kind of that's basically the softest song, and that's pretty good considering that most of the time, like if I remember, it seemed like there were songs like The One off of Nine Lives that were kind of just more relaxed in terms of tempo and stuff. But the sole guest feature is Gadget, who I'm starting to learn about more now, and I like the idea behind him, even though it's been a while since he's really been in the public eye. So I would like some of these fellas to just put out mixtapes. That's really, I think Belay has put out a mixtape. I'm just going to have to do a little bit of research on some of these guys. Hopefully before it's too late, before things start really, before these guys retire from music and just, I mean, that's the thing. Is a lot of folks just kind of drop like Lucy's, and Lucy meaning just a single song, and then that's like the song that you listen to for a long time. So I'm kind of, I sometimes listen to those, but I really am just the type to more wait for the project to come out and then just review that and see what happens there. But I know I'm going to have to start supporting some of these folks, just so they do things more often, even if they don't drop like a home project. I guess it's just about like, hey, this was a good song, that's for what it is. But you almost feel like you're getting gypped when you don't get that project. So with Deuce, I give this project an 8 out of 10. I mean, it's a it's a quick little EP. It works. It has invincible sessions. It's basically more Deuce is just the way I look at it. It's like, as opposed to having him take like these long breaks, you get some Deuce. Even if you don't like all 6 songs, there's probably going to be at least 2 or 3 on there that you like, and I assume that the price of it's probably like $6, $7. So it's a steal at this point. Get some good Deuce. You kind of re-up in some cases, just kind of reevaluate, get that extra taste, and that's kind of the main thing. So um, for me to kind of look at it that way, I mean, I did connect with Miracle. I kind of like the heavier songs on there. Those are the ones I could see myself listening to more. I mean, right now, the way I listen to rock music is I just kind of vibe with it, just outside and stuff, just kind of just enjoying the sunlight or enjoying the evening weather or something like that. So that's kind of, it works to be able to just find songs just to kind of vibe with. You put a CD in the radio and you just listen to that or whatever. That's kind of the main thing. So it's just good music for kind of vibing. So yeah, I give it an 8, and I'd probably say social wise, I'd give it, uh, well, like a 5 out of 10, just because for an EP, just the fact that it had a single was good, but it's still kind of uncommon for Deuce to drop music. I mean, I know he only has 2 charting songs by himself, so it it's not necessarily that he's a stranger to music. He's just a stranger to like mainstream, and that's kind of the situation to say that. So I think he probably could have backed it with one more single, maybe. But for what it is, it's still good. But he said that these were leftovers more so than a recorded session. So for what it is, this is your fix of Deuce. So that's what's up. But all right, yeah. Subscribe for more fun.